expense. The bottom line is proud to present Buster where the women are beautiful, the men get lucky, and where every show is greater than the next. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome, all the way from Louisiana, with a song and a smile. He is that singing Shakespeare, star of stage, screen, and legitimate theater. He's America's foremost ethnomusicologist and a personal and appreciated friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, educated, sophisticated, liberated, and tonight, lubricated. The greatest entertainer in the world today, dead or alive, Mr. Buster Poindexter! I hear laughter. Tree. I never thought she'd hurt me, but she could run fast all the time. So then I caught him this old girl with a whole lot of money. And all it was left up in a great big cave. She had a hound dog named Roger. Hey, chick, you see what that dog did to my left leg? Oh, let me in. Cause I hit down. No! Get away from my door! If I can't get in there, don't you let nobody come out! Do I feel unbitter tonight? You know, the older I get, the better I used to be. For every man, woman, and vegetable in this joint tonight. But before I lay it on you, let's hear for America's favorite talking drummer, Tony Machine. Thank you, boss. Listen, sister, you should wear a smile. Jump for joy just like a child, 'cause big fat mamas are back in style. Listen, brother, hey, come on, turn that dial. I hear that crowd going wild, 'cause big fat mamas are back in style. You need a big fat mama. Big fat mama. And boys, you can't go wrong. Yeah. A big fat mama. Big fat mama. To rule your home, sweet home. Listen, sister, you gotta keep that double chin, because the little fat mama and the big fat mama are back in style. Yeah. Right, good on the guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Hey mama, you don't get away your slide. Tell them try to get straight line. Keep that fat black baby tight, 'cause his life good news. You know, I just met this guy who was so bitter. He made me look like a pie-in-the-sky Pollyanna, I swear to you. You want to look not bitter? You should stand next to this guy. This guy is so bitter. He's bitter. He's hungry and bitter and angry and bitter and lonely and bitter and tired and bitter. And I'm going to tell you why he's so bitter. Because he had just been through the most acrimonious divorce of his entire life. The worst. This one took the proverbial biscuit. She took everything. And he's walking down the beach good and dejected and bitter. When he finds a magic lamp. A Jewish genie pops out and says, "Hello, my friend. For you, I got 3 wishes. But there's one hang-up. Whatever you get, the X gets double. Your first wish?" He says, "Well, she took the car. I need something to drive around in, so what the hell? I always wanted a Rolls Royce. Give me a Rolls." "One Rolls Royce coming up, but the wife gets 2. Yeah, what else is new? "Well, I'm gonna need some driving around money, so what the hell? Give me $1 million. $1 million coming up, but the X gets 2. I know that already. "And now, so for your third and final wish, what would you like?" And the guy goes, "I would like you to beat me half to death."
one of the most fantastic people that God has ever given us. Love, Johansen. Oh, excuse me. That's it. That's the wrong one. Wait a minute. Sorry. No. That's just, yeah, exactly. What do they call those things? Affirmation. An affirmation. That's my daily affirmation. This guy comes into the greengrocer and he says, I would like a half a head of lettuce, please. This is what? No, I said I'd like a half a head of lettuce, please. This is a half a head of lettuce, fine. Yeah, what else? He goes, I thought I was very implicit. I want a half a head of lettuce, period. So the guy says, okay, no problem, pal, I'll go get it for you, okay? He doesn't know the guy's following. His friend says, where you going? He says, I'm going to get a half a head of lettuce for this schmuck. And he turns around, he sees the guy, and he says, and the other half is for this gentleman. So the guy takes it and he leaves, you know, and the boss comes out and he says, you know, I've been watching you, pal. And the guy says, yeah. And he says, well, I just want you to know that I like your style. I think you got a good way with the customers. Very nice. And the guy says, yeah, so. He says, I'll tell you what, so. I'm opening a new store in Saskatchewan, and I want you to manage it. I said, Saskatchewan? What are you, nuts? Who the hell would want to work in Saskatchewan? All they got there is hookers and hockey players. He says, I beg your pardon, my wife happens to be from Saskatchewan. He says, really, what team does she play for? Order the cut, you benches have been right here for drinking.
When do we start?
Oh, goddammit.
We went down a humming town, Smith really got around. 5'2" with eyes of blue, 3 as a queen. I didn't know her mama was a city cop, and she was just 13. Good morning, Judge. Why do you look so mean? It's so Mr. Judge. What Captain Charles mean? If there's in trouble, I will plead not guilty. It must be someone else. You know he can't be me. My wife and I were separated just the other day. The last thing that she says to me is, brother, you will pay. I've never paid her away. I'm paying her a fail. I said before I give you a dime, I'm not right here in jail. Good morning, Judge. Why do you look so mean? Sorry, Mr. Judge. What kind of charge you mean? If there's in trouble, I will plead not guilty. You want to someone else? You know it's never me. Burn these courthouse down. Shoot the shit that's going on. Just a little bit, I really never know. I got some money back this year, like I always do. You'll have to catch me before I pay and tell the revenue. Good morning, Judge. Why do you look so mean? You're sorry, Mr. Judge. What kind of charge you need? If there's in trouble, I will plead not guilty. You must be someone else. That this courtroom will never begin.
409 years for you.
Ouch.
Contempt of court, another 11 years. $287 years for you. Case closed. Bring on the next victim. Make it snappy. I got a golf game with the late Judgy Jizzle and the beautiful Shirley MacLaine. No, it's my wife. Because they don't play it at night. Oh, you fish. Man, I forgot. Hey, you know, I was reading the Irish Echo this morning. Were you going to read that? Yeah. The Irish Echo? It's a very interesting article about the Dublin Zoo. Fascinating. It seems they have this gorilla there that is the last gorilla of its type. It's going to be extinct. And they don't know what they're gonna do. So anyway, they saw this guy, his name's Patty, he was sweeping up there, and they said, "Psst, Patty, come over here. We got this gorilla over here, and you know, for $5,000, if you would, like, you know, do the deed, what do you think? You know, $5,000. And he says, "Well, I'm gonna have to discuss it with my family and my priest. I'll tell you tomorrow." So he comes back the next day and they say, "So, what happened?" He goes, "Well, I'll do it, but I got 3 conditions. First, there'll be no kissing." He said, "That's all right, you know, because this gorilla's not really into kissing, you know, so don't worry about that." Second, if there's any children, I want them raised as Catholics. He says, "Well, that's okay, you know, because I don't think the gorilla's gonna care really, you know, how you bring them up." I mean, third condition is, well, it's gonna take me about 2 months to get to $5,000. Single, conscience at ease. I'm free to mingle. I do what I please. When I'm out late nights, no one has my keys. Yeah, I keep my day nights. Doing what I please. You know I don't have no smart orders, 'cause they just keep them on the shelf. And I ain't all orders, so I just go home and enjoy myself. Should I go sailing across 7 seas? No one can stop me doing what I please. Just like a dog has fleas. Yeah, I'm taking all the dances, 'cause I do what I please. You know where there's no action, you'll find there's blues about, and I get my satisfaction just by stepping out. And I blow to these parties, just like a winter's breeze. I outsmart all these other smarties, 'cause I do what I please. Should I go sailing across 7 seas? No one can stop me doing what I please. UPTOWN hard. Oh, I'm trying not to jump so high. I was jumping so high in the first set. And you know, the audience doesn't really give a shit, so I figured, why should I knock myself out, you know? Because when I do those high jumps, I feel like, God forbid, I'm gonna have a heart attack, you know? I'm not in the best of shape, as you can probably tell. I had a kind of a misspent youth, and also the rest of it. You know, if I should have a heart attack and drop dead on the stage tonight, God forbid, it wouldn't be that bad because I have done things that kings and queens have never done. Mostly kings, but, you know, death, you know, that's all I hear about, that's all I think about is death, because, you know, when you've lived my life, that's pretty much what you think about. I just decided though, you know, when I die, I want to do it like my father did it. My father died in his sleep. And, you know, it was like he was at total peace. And he was in his sleep. That's how I want to die. I don't want to die like, you know, screaming and clawing at the windows like the passengers in his bus. You know what I'm saying? I would like to bring up right now, ladies and gentlemen, my singing group, the beautiful Buster Airs. And the tree flowers in my life here. We got Rose. We got Lily, and we got the beautiful midnight blooming Gloxinia.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. There's something on my mind. Somebody please tell me what's wrong. You're just a fool, don't know what to say. Oh yeah, somebody say, what am I gonna do? You know.
Uncle Buster, yeah. Iris, Bonnie Gray, and the beautiful violins. Yes. People wonder like what we're talking about over there during the solo when we come up front there. I tell Lily and Rose about the great strides that women are making in the world. And in the UN, for example, they have declared this the year of the chick. Beautiful thing. Hey, so this guy comes running into the bar, right? Like he's gasping for breath. He says to the bartender, quick, give me 6 double shots of scotch. Just line them up on the bar, quick. So the guy pours really quick. The guy starts hammering him like, ba-bom. Give me another one. The bartender says, that's unbelievable. That was like 3/4 of a bottle of scotch and you slugged it down in 8 seconds. I've never seen anything like that before. That's amazing. The guy says, you drink like that too if you got what I got. And the guy says, oh my God, you got. He says, I got about 86 cents. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It has been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God I know I'm one. Yeah, my mother was a king. She'd sew me in blue jeans. Yeah, my father was gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing that a gambler needs, just his suitcase in the trunk. In the only time now they ever feel satisfied, that was when he was on a drum. So mother, you better tell all your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in singing misery in a house of the rising sun.
says, if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Oh, big yo, baby, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I get back on my feet so
I don't care if you do, 'cause I should have stood here and got no money. I'm just no good.
I just if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Here he goes again. Don't drink. Oh, no.
Buster!
What'd you call me?
Look at you. You are ridiculous.
What?
Why don't you just pack that little suitcase of yours and go back a boogaloo.
Well, I just may do that, Susie. I just may go out, hit the road, try to find myself. I'm gonna get all my Marianne Williamson tapes. I'm gonna bring them in my plow pump and hit the road, and I'm gonna try to find myself.
Well, little Buster, now, if you do and when you do, get lost.
So me?
That's right. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
Baby, please. You know, everything I do from now on is gonna be funky.
No more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Susie Tyrell. Oh, man, oh boy, oh boy. You know, you look really stunning tonight, man. I gotta tell you that right here now. How much to wear that dress next Friday at my Good Friday soiree because it's like beautiful. Yeah, I make some punches by the punch. Last year we made a batch. There was a lot of nudity after that punch. Let me tell you. Ah, where'd you get that dress anyway?
I told you I'm not gonna tell you.
Trying to know where she got that dress.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? I love it.
I found this dress in your closet.
Somebody must have left it at my house. It was a former life, all right? It was a good life, but
Had a lot of embarrassment in my life, Susie. A lot of terrible things I've done. Oh, God, yeah.
And you were a good boy.
Oh, not bitter. I'm embarrassed. Can't you see? Full of shame. I'm in a downward spiral of shame.
Why don't you sit down and I'll sing you a little song or two.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay. This is nice. Beautiful.
Here I stand, the goddess of desire, set men on fire. I have this power. Morning, noon, and night, it's drink and dancing. Some quick romancing, and then a shower. Stage door Johnnies constantly surround me. They always hound me with one weak word. Who can satisfy their lustful habits and their vanity? I need some I'm tired, sick and tired of love. I've had my fill of love from below and above. I'm tired of being admired, tired of love uninspired. Let's face it, I'm tired. I've been with thousands of men again and again. They sing the same tune. They're always coming, going, and coming, and always too soon. I'm tired of claims again. Ain't it the crying shame? I'm so tired. Let's face it, everything below the vest is kaput.
particular weapon.
Oh, man, you know, we were playing a gig last week, right? So after the first set, I go over to the bar to have a couple of belts, just to kind of lubricate my throat. It was dry, it was very dry as a matter of fact. And I'm trying to relax, and this very high society dame comes up to me, and she says, "Oh, this is the Poindexter, I love to love you." And I was like, "Thanks, lady, really, it's nothing, you know, don't worry about it." And she says, "Oh, my husband loves you, my butler loves you, my little doggy loves you, we just love you." And I'm like, thanks, no problem, thank you. She says, "Do you play private parties?" I said, "Lady, we'll play at your funeral if you pay in advance, you know what I'm talking about?"
You don't let up too much. Ain't got that lemon touch.
You kidding me?
And your trifling lazy ain't worth a cigarette.
I am too.
You're just good for nothing, but you're my sweet hunger train. But you sure ain't much on looks.
Check out this profile.
Dumb when it comes to books.
You got it right there.
And you're so full of corn, just like a tash.
What you expect me to do with my idle moments?
You're just good for nothing, but you're my sweet.
You say I've been worrying you for years, as if I was just a barfly, mooching beer. Why you sweat over hot stoves all day, slinging hands?
I whip my fingers up to the elbows.
I may be good for nothing, but I'm your sweet, sweet little pocket trap. She says I spread my love around, and with these chicks all over town,
I stopped counting long ago.
I guess if you keep me so broke, I can't spend no cash.
Wait a minute, I keep you broke.
Think so? Well, I may be good for nothing, but I'm a sweet, 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 sweet little honey man. That's better than nothing.
You know you lie about your youth, boy, don't they?
Just a little careless with the truth, that's all.
How careless can you be?
I don't know.
And with all the tricks, why you just run around? I don't make flash.
I'm just helping them get started. So,
You know you are good for nothing, but you're my sweet on the
I
train.
accept that position.
But when you come home, late, it makes me mad to wait. But you come home too tight. The evil rays just one I like. You know you are just good for nothing, but you're my sweet
You know that fraternal organization
organization I belong to?
Yeah.
Well, not NAMBLA. Anyway, we sponsored a voguing contest, and it was a beautiful event, and it was great. We had the lodge all done up like in beautiful decorations, and it was beautiful. And the theme of the voguing contest, you know what voguing is, right? Well, that's okay. Neither did the last crowd. Voguing is like, you know, like when drag queens come out and they do these like, kind of like poses, like, it's called voguing. I was an early mover and shaker in that area, yeah. So anyway, the theme of this voguing cotillion was called emotion this year. And we had a $600 prize for the best. And the night of the big event, the first drag queen came in all dressed in red, this beautiful red sequin gown and red shoes and a red wig. And she came in like, said, ooh, Miss Chartreuse. No, excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Gagne thought it was Miss Chartreuse, but he's colorblind. It was Miss Scarlet. They said, ooh, Miss Scarlet, what emotion are you representing tonight? And she said, I am red with rage. As one of the judges, I checked her down because I thought she had a shot at the $600. But then Miss Chartreuse came in, and she was all dressed in this kind of limey green, kind of beautiful mermaid kind of affair, with netting strategically placed, and seashells, and seaweed in her hair. And she came in like Undine rising from the sea. And everyone said, Miss Chartreuse, what emotion are you representing? And she said, I am green with envy. So I checked that one out, and I thought, wow, this one's really got a shot at the $600. So the next contestant came in, and her name is Miss Thing, and she's part of the ACT UP kind of a lesbian anarchist coalition of the voguing contingent of our lodge. We got a lot of Democrats in our lodge. And she comes in now, you gotta imagine this, she comes in totally nude with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and her penis is stuck in a bowl of pudding. Like this. And everybody's going, oh, Miss Thing. You know, always gotta, like, you know, make a scene, you know, like, what emotion could you possibly be representing here? Your penis in a bowl of pudding like that. We're not penis and pudding people. And she just says, I am fucking disgusted. Hey, let's have a Puerto Rican party. What do you say?
lightning. And don't you feel it? To my power. Don't you feel it? 'Cause it can't wait. I'm so anxious to get started. I'm so wasted, let's get moving. Dancing, dancing in a groove. She made me more with me, you tell me. Let me stay and stay when you get this thing. It's in the park, it's getting dark. It's on the roof, urgent crew. You're looking good, you're looking fine. I can tell. Let's go. Bring it slow. Ain't got no one. Where we can go. Ain't no one. Where we can stand. Ain't no romance. And she no man.
You know, this is the part of the show I love the best because I get a chance to tell you a little bit about myself, and something I never get tired of. You know, a lot of these stars, the celebrities these days, they're going on these afternoon shows, and they're making these unsolicited testimonials about the most dark, perverse things that have happened to them in their lives. And I saw Rod McEwen do it recently to great effect, so I thought that I would give it a shot. And I want to just tell you, my name is Buster Poindexter, as you all know, but do you know that I'm the only child of Beulah and Beauregard Poindexter from Bogalusa, Louisiana, and I was born in a proverbial trunk. My parents had a traveling song and dance routine that traveled the South. And my father was an inveterate gambler and alcoholic, much like his son. I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I remember one Easter Sunday, I was a little tyke. My father was drinking pretty heavy with this guy who went by the name of Big Chief Boudin Noir, who did the Indian Medicine Man specialty number in their show. He announced to my mother and me, after he was half in the bag, that he was going across the river to play some, quote, serious bridge, unquote. Needless to say, I never saw my father again. He was shot in a crooked bridge game. I was crestfallen. What my mother was laughing about, I still haven't figured out. But you know what she did? She perused the trades, variety, backstage, anything to get a gig in. She found this cute little ad in the back of Variety stating that Tallulah Bankhead, that's right, Tallulah Bankhead, who starred with William Bendix in Lifeboat, was looking for an aide-de-camp right up here in New York. So we got on the Golden Crescent Limited. We choo-chooed up here, checked into Tallulah's posh Park Avenue maisonette, hence my accent. And life at Tallulah's was an idol. She would dress me up like little Lord Fauntleroy, kind of like Stinky on the Abbott and Costello show. And she would give me this big lollipop in the hat with the ribbons, and she'd say, "Go out to Bethesda Fountain and make friends with your peers." And I would skip out to the park. I would say, "Tiddlywinks, anyone?" And they would look at me like I was a bug. All right? And I soon found out that all these kids in that park were on drugs. And not only that, they wanted me to be on the drugs with them. The peer pressure was enormous. So I would come home good and dejected. dejected. Oh, God, would I be dejected. And I came home and Tallulah had a new maid. She wore a lot of lipstick. When I walked in, Tallulah was talking to her. She said, "What's your name?" And she said, "Mary." And Tallulah said, "Mary? That's a guy's name." Anyway, I was walking around, really dejected. And she said, "What's the matter, little Buster? Come sit on my knee." And I sat on the knee, and you know, every time I smell gin and mothballs now, it's like Proust with the Madeleines. I go right down memory lane. And I said, "Tallulah, the kids in the park, they're all on drugs. They want me to take the drugs with them. I don't know if I can take the drugs or not take the drugs now." I'm so confused. And she gave me these words of wisdom that I never forgot. She said to me, "I don't need LSD, little Buster. I can jump out a window all by myself." And I just want to say tonight, wherever you are, Tallulah, thank you, darling, because you were like a father to me. You know, whenever I tell that story, I get so full bludgeon. You know how I feel, right, Charlie? It's sad, right, Charlie? Because Tallulah died like of cirrhosis, and I never really got a chance to tell her. Charlie, remember that song when we were in the limo coming to work before? And I was whistling you that song that Tallulah would sing to me when I couldn't sleep. Yeah. Charlie, let's play that song. Let's play that song that Tallulah used to sing for me when I couldn't sleep.
What do you mean play it?
I won't have any trouble sleeping tonight, I'll tell you that one. The audience is doing good. Yeah, but I'm around cold.
Buster, we don't know this song. We got a whole show planned out, but you know, the love on this stage for you is so great that we're gonna play it anyway.
Charlie, you want to know how I got this statue? I got this at my lodge.
Wow, that's beautiful.
We had one night, an event. It was Chris Sarandon night, and I won this trophy. And would you like to see
Sure.
how I won?
Here anyway.
My impression. It went something like this. I did him in Dark Day Afternoon. It went something like this. I'm dying here. That's how I got this. We have different theme nights, you know. But anyway, back. You know, I used the method, like when I did that on Dying Here, because I remember, like when I'm on stage, you know how I die on stage, like all the time. Yeah, it works. The method thing. So what do you say? You want to do this tune, or? I know we don't know it, but Charlie.
Ladies, boys.
I don't think the audience cares. I mean, they.
D sharp minor.
All right.
Mixolydian.
I love when he gets like this.
With the Locrian fourth.
I love that. A fallopian fourth?
And the crescendo tremendo.
I head to the bar, my friends are all there and oh how we they are. We talk of the events of the day, until we end out every say.
How dare you treat us this way? How dare you treat us this way?
Please. That's what I love about women. they got something on their mind, you know. They.
This is the worst feeling I've ever had. The worst feeling I've ever had. It's all about to be bad. It would make a gay man sad. The worst feeling I've ever had. I've traveled all over the world. I've seen the porter in every port of call. I've had Sapporo in Japan. That strange exotic land. Served in a chilled the bottle or a can. I've had red stripe in the Jamaican sun. It served alone with a jug of white rum. I've had the Pilsner Ukrell, brewed in a former communist hell. But this stuff's not fit for a bum. I've imbibed on Newcastle Brown. 'Tis the only way to bear that old town. I've had the Fosters down under, then we make an ammo chunder and tie his kangaroo down.
What are you buying about? That's a kangaroo. They don't bark.
They're like sheep, sort of.
No. A kangaroo will punch you right in the nose.
Oh, sheep are.
Were you a Boy Scout?
No, but
What do you know about animal husbandry?
I watch the Discovery Channel.
It's one of these people who likes animals on TV, but you know, you put one in front of them, they eat it. This guy I know, this is a true story, okay? I mean, I hate to get serious because, you know, we're supposed to be making with the Freylock up here, but this guy was mugged in this town 211 times, okay? This was over a 4-year period. And this guy was just like a nervous wreck. I mean, like, he couldn't stand it anymore, and he was becoming a shut-in, you know what I'm saying? And that's not good. And so I said to him, you know, why don't you just get out of here? You know, like, move. Light bulb. So he decided to move to the outback of Australia, right? So he moved there, way out back, you know, and he built this cute little shack in the outback, and it was right next to a waterfall, and he had a kiwi tree in the yard, and after about 6 months, you know, he was lying on the porch on a hammock. It was his sister's hammock. She sent it from Hammock to Schlemmer. And he was picking the kiwis off the tree, and finally, you know, he was like relaxed. When all of a sudden he sees this Land Rover in a cloud of dust coming down the road at like 150 miles an hour. And it slams on its brakes right in front of his joint. And out steps this Australian bushman. And he says, "Good day, aye, mate." And the guy jumps up, he says, "Who the hell are you?" And he says, "Well, I'm your neighbor, ain't I?" I said, "What are you talking about, neighbors? I don't have any neighbors. I don't want any neighbors. I want to be alone." "What do you mean, my neighbor? There's nothing here." He says, "Well, I live 56 miles down the road, and out here that makes us neighbors." He says, "Yeah, well, what do you want, neighbor?" He says, "Well, we're going to have a big party tonight, kind of welcome you to the neighborhood, good and proper." I says, "What kind of a party?" He says, "We're going to have all the food on the barbie you could ever want to eat. We're going to have all the liquor you could ever want to drink. We're going to have a few fights, but a lot of laughs and some lovemaking. What do you say?" I says, "That sounds pretty good. Who's going to be there?" I said, "Just you and me, mate."
In Ireland, the Guinness is stout. They say it's a cure for the gout. Well, holy dad, are you congenitally mad? It's the worst feeling I've ever had. Let's sing. The worst feeling I've ever had. The worst feeling I've ever had. Don't bother with his bad. We'll make a kid man sad. The worst feeling I've ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on police dramas, too numerous to mention. America's favorite talking drama and professional body, Tony Machine. When he plays a dead body on a police drama, you can hardly see him breathe.
Batten down the hatches.
That's a wrap. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
like to apologize in advance for Tony's behavior and what is about to transpire. God knows what it's going to be, but he's on the beta-carotene program and he's having a lollapalooza of a midlife crisis. You know, when he was a kid, his mother said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" He said, "A drummer." And she said, "You can't do both," you know, so it's been tough for him, and he can't afford a Porsche, so, you know, he acts out, and it's kind of sad. So is the rest of the show. So. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I really
Hey, they did good.
I've seen it. I know. I used to room with him in the Motel 6 in the early days. Does it still have that cleft? Is that the first fear? Yeah. I had my first time with him. I'll never do that again. I couldn't sit down for a week. Oh, man. So anyway, that's beautiful. It really
People
is. That's
rehearsed or
great.
what?
You know, it's always great to try something new. the rent. These guys, they used to work at a jank, so that's the plan. So two Jews walk into a bar, and they buy it. Hello? God. Maybe the pew. Yeah. You know, I like this better than you had your last crack up. You thought you were Marky Mark. You can hit him, Val. Go ahead, hit him. This is frightening. See, this is what happens when you keep things like pent up inside you for so many years. All right, get up here. I can milk a bit for about an hour and a half. Take your time.
I'm in love, baby. You know why? I'll tell you. It's this shirt I'm wearing. This is the official Buster Poindexter Happy Hour t-shirt. And guess what? You can buy it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, right in that corner after the show.
The one you're wearing? The one you're wearing?
The one I'm wearing is yours, Charlie. Mr. Smith?
He's lost the weight.
I've lost the weight, But listen, ladies and gentlemen, go home holding something in your arms. Why not a Buster Poindexter Happy Hour t-shirt and perhaps our new Happy Hour CD? It's not happy, it's not an hour, but it's for sale. And ladies and gentlemen, don't worry if no one likes you. You haven't met everybody yet, so have fun. Good night.
Time Machine! Time Machine! America's favorite talking drummer. You got your pills with your liar, your heart, your mail, like a passion, pissed off bells. In Milwaukee, I once took the tour. I fancied myself quite the connoisseur. Until the tour guide, he said, "Mr. Poindexter, I think you're really good man." I said, "Good man. I've only had 4. 40! Look who's counting!
Oh, come on. Buster,
What?
let's tell the truth. Ladies,
Truth schmooth.
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, people are coming up to me all the time and saying, Tony, how much does Buster drink? He goes to the piano all the time. Sip, 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 sip. I say, ladies and gentlemen, he's just a social drinker. Right, Buster? Are you with us? Are you here? Calling Buster. He is a social drinker. Somebody says, I'm going to have a drink, and Buster says, so shall I.
Besides that, you think. Yes, he's a fink. Who's counting?
Look above, Buster, look above.
Ave Maria.
In Texas, the Lone Star is cool. The cowboys ain't nobody's fool. Now they get over their horse and drink with such force. Orwellian prophecy finally come to this?
Have they actually got us drinking Schlitz? I don't do pork. This is the worst. Unequivocally, indisputably, the worst beer that I have
Check that by Chris.
Sweet You're probably wondering at this point why we're making with so much Freylock up here.
And I'm going to tell you, because tomorrow morning we go out to MacArthur Field and get on this old converted Russian jet, Carnival Airlines, and we shoot down to the beautiful island of Montserrat, where we check into a cute little joint goes by the name of Duffy's Dry-Out Clinic. And in 6 days, Duffy, an ex-homicide detective from Queens, gets a hold of your liver and just wrings it out. You come home, you're ready for the Good Friday party season. Duffy's is a great place, except for the barbed wire. But, you know, breakfast is served, God knows, because I've never been there for it. But we get up 11:30, 12. There's lots of coffee left. The breakfast buffet has been decimated, but we drink the coffee and we smoke and we kibitz about the other schmucks that are down there drying out. There's a lot of important people, your soap stars, your sports stars, your TV weather people. I can't tell you their names because we take the Duffy's pledge, but they're important. Luncheon is served promptly at 2, and it's a buffet affair, and they got a dish on that smorgasbord that I can actually stomach. It goes by the name of
Sea legs.
sea legs, that's what it is. I'm not sure what it is. It's like the bologna of Neptune's kingdom. But you eat it, you wash it down with a few O'Douls, and generally it stays down. And after lunch, some of the kids in the band, they like to go out on the beach and toss around the old medicine ball. Yeah, but I don't. That's not my style. I go back to my room, I draw the blinds, I pop a few Valium, watch all my children and smoke. And then I take a nap. But after that, we get all cleaned up and shaved and everything, like we're going on a hike. And we come down to Duffy's beautiful Roomba room. And oh, it's gorgeous. And they had a Japanese Roomba band there last year. Oh, they were out of this world. And they had a female bongo player. I named her Satellite because her keister was out of this world. Anyway, I'm watching this band with awe, and who comes up to me but Maury Amsterdam? Strike that from the record. Maury A comes up to me, and he says,
Oh, Buster, this band is so good. You should take one of their songs back to the States.
and I said, hey Maury, it's gonna be a great night, huh, if it doesn't rain. Anyway, this is the man who turned the Andrews Sisters on to rum and Coca-Cola, okay? Literally and figuratively. And also he turned Rosie Clooney on to Black Beauties, but that's another story. I was not going to take his advice lightly, so ladies and gentlemen, we did take that song back to the States, and we'd like to do it for you right now. The reason being that you are probably the greatest audience that we have ever had. Greatest. And my feelings towards you are really hard to express because I am a man, you know, and we don't really do that well, but I think my beautiful Buster ears could probably express my feelings. What do you think about this audience?
Trapped in, reach around, flower fresh, gorgeous.
Yes. Yes.
This is the part of the show that is internationally known as Buster Mania. We now ask each and every one of you to come part of our show. We call Busketeers. So ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? Stand up, ladies and gentlemen, and greet the king. The Socrates of Soca. Prince Buster. And how about my voice to the monitor? On the bass, ladies and gentlemen, a man who is fashionably attired in a corridor outfit, Mr. Antoine Garnier. On the bass, on the bass. Tony Garnier on the bass, ladies and gentlemen.